Welcome back to Memorial Stadium in Klein. 25-7, Atascocita has the lead over Klein Collins at intermission. Alongside Burt Brocker, I'm Jeremy Branham. Take a look at some of these numbers. We start with the Atascocita Eagles, who lead it 25-7, and offensively, they've looked good. They have 218 total yards of offense for the Eagles through the air, 196 yards, and on the ground, 22 yards rushing for the Atascocita Eagles. Led through the air by Boyd, as Boyd is 16-26, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns. And this Atascocita offense, what have you seen from them in the first half, Burt?
Well, Jeremy, it's exactly what we said game plan they had to have. They've come out here, they've thrown the ball around. They haven't abandoned the run, even though at times you question, are they handing it almost too much to Patrick Taylor? But Coach Stump has said, hey, we're going to keep them on their heels. That way then when we start throwing the ball downfield, it will back everybody up because it'll give them a little opportunity for the big home run ball later in the ball game.
Now Klein Collins offensively, taking a look at some of their numbers, they have 103 total yards so far for the Tigers through the air, 42 and on the ground, 61 rushing yards. But the big story is, I know Justin Pratt has a touchdown, but they've been holding him. He has just 34 yards on 10 carries. The Eagles will take that at halftime any day of the week.
Yep, and Collins is fixing to come on the field. They'll get the ball here the second half. So, you know, Pratt's just one of those kids that you saw it in that one possession. Even though he's been held in check, it doesn't take long for him to go big down the sideline.
He Eagles are down by 18, Bert. They'll be getting the football to start the second half. What do they have to do to get back in this game and try to come from behind and advance to the next round?
Well, you feel like that they just have to be disciplined. This team, Edmonds, does a nice job of managing the game, and they just need to move the ball methodically down the field, find some way to get points, preferably a touchdown, to get back in this ball game. But you would hate to see them, if you're Klein Collins, go 3 and out. So big thing is picking up that first down this second half on this first possession they're going to have.
A lot of games going on throughout the city of Houston. First round of the Texas high school football playoffs. Our score 25-7. Atascocita is in front as we bring you some of the other games around the city of Houston as we take a look. Pearland, Dawson, and LaPorte. Start of the third quarter. They're tied at 10. Number 2, Katy. Boy, they're blowing out Westside 56-0 at the half. They'll match up with Cy Ranch next week. If Cy Ranch can hang on, they leave Memorial 23-6 at the half. Cy Creek a 28-19 advantage over Aldine Davis. That one also at the half. Halftime at Clear Creek because they lead Travis 49-10. Manville all over Channelview 40-0. Some thought that could be a good game with the two quarterbacks at the helm of both of those teams, but not the case as Manville leads by 40. They were a little upset after their last game in which they lost. The Woodlands in front of Klein Oak 10-7 in the third quarter. George Ranch over Bush 42-7. North Shore leads Dobie 28-10. Kingwood with the lead in front of Westfield 21-14 in the third quarter. Spring leads College Park 21-7. And we'll keep you up to date with some of the other scores throughout the year. How about this one? Lamar leads Morton Ranch 17-3. Pearland with a 9-0 lead on Westbrook in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Start of the third quarter, second half, as Atascocita kicks this one away, be footed by Klein Collins inside the 10-yard line, coming back the other way across the 20, and he is ripped down from behind. Now we'll start the drive at the 23-yard line. Avante Broussard on the coverage team. They would bring him down.
Yeah, Broussard did a nice job there of going downfield, keeping himself under control there, making sure he doesn't let him get the outside edge there and forcing him to continue up the middle.
This drive will begin at the 24-yard line.
Brisk evening here. Can't believe that the temperature has changed so much, but this is this is what high school football, this is what it's all about right here tonight. Beautiful evening here.
Feels like the playoffs. Here's Edmonds in the gun. He'll hand it off on the end around. It's Richardson. Richardson to the near side across the 30, 35, and he's tackled from behind at the 36-yard line by Andre Mickles Jr. A gain to the 36, pickup of 11 on the first play. They gain a first down.
Well, and that's that first down I said they needed. Nice play right there, just a jet sweep back over this way and picked up 11 yards on it. So, like I said, there was no doubt Klein Collins went in there. Coach had a real heart-to-heart with what we need to do on this first possession here, I can guarantee you.
Edmonds in the gun, Pratt to the right shoulder. Edmonds, handoff, Pratt up the middle, and he has his legs taken out from under him as he falls forward to the 40. A pickup of 4 yards on the run by Pratt, brought down by Norris Celestine.
Nice job by Pratt right there. He was actually hit right around the line of scrimmage, and he kept those legs turning. Still managed to pick up 4 yards, and you'll take 3-4s all day long because that moves you up and down the field.
And keeps you on schedule, keeps you on pace. They break the huddle, second down and 6 at their own 40-yard line. Shotgun formation with Edmonds in the gun. Pratt to the right shoulder. He has 2 receivers to the far side. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself over to the near side across the 40, 45, 50 into Atascocita territory across the 45 and tackled at the 42-yard line. A gain of 18 yards. Nick Calball and Jackson Reed from behind with the stop for the Eagles.
That's that read option. He fakes it to the halfback going straight up right there. Does a nice job of pulling it out, manages to get the outside. And then Edmonds does a nice job of cutting back in, playing off of his blocker and picking up really great positive yardage right there.
Collins saw Pratt kind of shut down in the first half, and now they're coming across with a lot of fakes to Pratt. Other people getting the job done. This time they hand it off on the draw to Pratt. Pratt up the middle across the 35-30, bounces outside to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he finds his way into the end zone. The Tigers needed that, and Justin Pratt scampers in from 42 yards out, and all of a sudden Klein College right back into this one.
Well, we talked about it early. This is what it's all about. We knew Pratt, you were not going to hold him down. They've come out here, they run a jet sweep on the first play for 11 yards. Then Edmonds on the read option does a nice job picking up about 12 yards on second down. And then right there, Pratt clearly showed his breakaway speed right there. Not only did he break a couple tackles, but he got the outside and went for a 40-plus yard touchdown.
Extra point, Busio getting set to kick it away. It is up and it is good. Klein Collins with a statement drive to begin the second half as they get within 11. Atascocita in front, 25-14 as you watch Texas High School football playoffs on Texan Live.
Allspa's is so much more than Ace Hardware. Sure, we have nuts and bolts, lawn and garden, faucets and fixtures, lights and locks, even outdoor cooking. But Allspa's is also a boutique, featuring the finest names in jewelry and home accessories. But most importantly, Allspa's is a friendly, helpful family of people who take pride in their products and services. Allspa's is Ace Hardware, and so much more.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Klein, Atascocita leads Klein Collins 25-14, but a quick 4-play, 76-yard drive using up 1:25 off the clock. Our Allspa's Ace Hardware scoring drive, and Klein Collins right back into it as they trail by just 11.
Well, and we got another update. It's actually Westfield 21, Kingwood 14, but a really good ball game going over there at Turner Stadium tonight.
That Westfield team, one of the better ones in this district. Last year when these two districts, of course, these two districts meet up in the first round. It's just the way it lines up, and they do that for geography purposes so teams don't have to travel really far to play one another. Last year, the district, which Klein Collins is in, 15-6A, they swept 16-6A, and you know that's on the minds of everybody in 16-6A.
Yes, it is. And the Woodlands only had one loss. Of course, Atascocita coming in here, one loss, so we got a ball game here, no doubt about it. Fans are definitely into it. Momentum's changed a little bit right now.
Busio gets set to kick this one away. It lands in the 36, and diving on top of it is an Eagle as Coy Fairman at the 36-yard line dives on top of it after it bounced down. He wanted to get on top of it as quick as possible so it didn't bounce around, and perhaps a Tiger could have come in there and picked it up.
Well, and that's two kicks that's actually come off the side of his foot. That's not a design kick right there. Both of these kicks, it's cold tonight, and the ball comes off your foot differently. And in this case, when he hit it on the side of his foot, causing a ton of spin. So nice job by Fairman there of knocking that ball down and getting on it.
Eagles will begin their first drive of the second half at their own 36-yard line. First down and 10, leading by 11. Boyd in the gun. Handoff, Taylor Jr. up the middle across the 40-yard line. She ruled him down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 4 yards by Taylor Jr.
Once again, that's that 4 positive yards we're talking about. Both offenses picked up 4 yards on their first play. So nice job by Taylor right there, running downhill hard.
One of the things that made the Eagles so successful in the first half offensively was the quick passes by Boyd to a bunch of the receivers, especially through the air. And you know Coach Stump and that staff is going to keep airing it out, even with an 11-point lead. They hand it off on the end around to Campbell. Campbell to the far side, gets to the line of scrimmage, takes a big hit, gets tackled in. Across the 40-yard line, though, Nehemiah Rogers delivering the blow to Campbell. Let's see where they spot it. They'll give him the 41. It's only a pickup of a yard.
That was definitely a big hit out there, so going to be 3rd and long here for the Eagles.
3rd down and 5, 9.5 left to play in the third quarter. 4 receivers set with Boyd in the gun. Takes the snap, 3-man rush. Boyd fires, and it's in and out of the hands. Incomplete. He was looking for Coy Fairman, and Fairman couldn't hang on. Ernest Watts coming over to deliver the hit to make sure Fairman didn't make the ground.
Well, and that's the 3rd drop ball tonight. We talked about that before the game got started. That was a first down if he catches that ball. So instead, you've got to turn over here on downs, and they're going to have to punt here.
That's been one of the best things that's happened all night to him, though, is whenever David Heaton is on the field to get set to punt. And this one's a high spiraling kick. Hume will drop it in and out of the hands. He goes back and jumps on top of it, gets on top of the ball, and Klein Collins will keep possession after Hume had to go in and out of the hands.
Well, you were right on cue there, Jeremy. Just like you said, been the best thing to happen, and had they been hustling down, he was waving for a fair catch there. I think the guys actually from the Eagles actually slowed down a little bit, and he bobbled that and would have been able to go at that ball. Once it hits the ground, then it's fair catch is waved off.
Well, 9:17 left, third quarter, 25-14. And, you know, we said Collins got back into the game with their touchdown on their first drive. They score here, all of a sudden it's just a one-possession game.
Absolutely.
Edmonds in the gun, handoff Pratt. Pratt off the left guard, gets it across the 20-yard line to the 22. It's a modest gain. He picks up 2 yards in the first down play. Gain of 2. Clock moving, under 9 minutes left to play now in the third. 11-point advantage. Good crowd on hand here for the Tigers. Good crowd for the Eagles across the way.
Well, this is what high school football is all about. Got 2 great teams slugging it out here.
5 seconds on the play clock. Down to 3, they get it off. Fake the pitch, keeping it himself is Edmonds. Edmonds across the 25-yard line as he runs it up the near hash to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 6. And Demarius Brooks, boy, for a defensive tackle, Demarius Brooks is making a lot of stops.
Yes, he is. And again, but that's Edmonds right there managing. That was another option, read option there. And instead he tucks it back and runs up the middle there and picks up almost 5 yards. So brings up a 3rd down and 2. Very manageable position.
Ball at their own 28-yard line. They need the 30 for the first down. Shotgun for Edmonds. Pratt to the left shoulder. 3 receivers set, 2 to the near side. Edmonds takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Pratt. He's going to run it himself to the far side across the 30. Has the first down, 35. Looks for the sideline, 40. 45 where he steps out of bounds. To the 44-yard line. A 16-yard gain and a Klein College first down.
That's the Edmonds I thought we'd see the whole ball game. Right there's a perfect example. Did a nice job of showing it the handoff up the middle. Nope, I'm going to keep it. And then being able to get that edge. And that's something you saw all the other games we've watched him be able to do. So definitely went in here at halftime and made some major adjustments, did the Collins Tigers.
We approach the 7.5-minute mark. They go heavy now. Edmonds will turn, hand off Pratt. Pratt right up the middle across the 45, just shy of midfield to the 48, 49-yard line. Nick Cowball, the stop from the defensive end spot. Let's call it the 48, pick up a 4. So gain of 4 yards by Pratt, who already in this second half has had more yards than he did in the first half, in large part thanks to that 42-yard touchdown run. 2nd down and 5 at the 44. Beg your pardon, at the 48. And a flag flies, another Klein Collins penalty.
Well, those kind of penalties right there will drive head coach absolutely crazy. You had 2nd down and 5. Now it's going to back it up. Actually, 2nd down and 6. Now you're going to have 2nd down and 11. And that's just one of those, that's just unacceptable. You know what the count is. You're the last one that should be jumping off sides.
So that'll back them up to their own 43-yard line. 2nd down and 11. Shotgun formation for Edmonds. He has Pratt to the left shoulder. 3 receivers set. Now Pratt moves over to the right shoulder. Edmonds fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Runs it up the middle. And he runs into a huge pile. Got to the 45 to pick up of 2 yards. Demarius Brooks, Jackson Reed leading the charge of a bunch of Eagles.
That was kind of a weird developing play right there, Jeremy. They had everybody all bunched up. So, and then they cut back to the inside right there, and it was just everybody was just clustered up there. So nice job by the defense. This is a big play right here. 3rd and long here for the Tigers.
Ball's at their own 45. Motion man left to right. That's going to put trips over to the near side. They'll option to the right side. Pitch to Pratt. Pratt to the 45, 50. Has the sideline, and he is loose. 40, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. A 55-yard touchdown run by Justin Pratt, and Klein Collins is within a score.
Well, we knew that at some point in time Pratt was going to start breaking big yardage. That's just what he does. He's got a ton of speed, and right there's a perfect example. These coaches for Collins has went in and made some major adjustments here at halftime.
On to attempt the extra point is Busio. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, it is through. There's a flag down. We'll have to check the flag. It is offsides on Atascocita. might accept this because a two-point conversion would get them within a field goal. And they're going to bring the offense on the field. They're going to accept the offside penalties, and they're going to go for two. So they look to bring the offense back on the field, and they're going to go for the two-point conversion to try to make it a three-point game.
Yeah, that's a real interesting call right there. But like you said, at this point in time, why not try to get the two on the board?
So out comes the offense with 5:57 to play in the third, 25-20. Atascocita leads by 5, but 2 touchdown runs by Justin Pratt, 1 from 42, the latest from 55. Motion man. Handoff, Pratt up the middle. He gets hit at the line. He tries to reach the football over, but he didn't get it across in time. His knee hit first, and the two-point conversion is no good. Andre Mickles Jr., Norris Celestine delivering the hit to bring Pratt down shy of the goal line, and the score remains 25-20. Atascocita by 5, 5:55 left to play on Texan Live.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
Back at Klein Memorial Stadium with Bert Brocker, I'm Jeremy Branham. 5:57 to play in the third quarter. Atascocita leads Klein College 25-20. But so far in the second half, it's been dominated by the Tigers. 2 long touchdown runs by Justin Pratt, the latest a 55-yard touchdown run, capping off a 6-play, 80-yard drive that uses up 3 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock. That our Osball's Ace Hardware scoring drive. As Klein College gets set to kick it away, Busio will pooch it up in the air where it's caught at the 28-yard line. They'll try to run opposite of the field. It's DeMeritt. DeMeritt now cuts it back inside across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Well, Jeremy, this is where the Eagles have got to settle down because this is the kind of ball game. You still have a 5-point lead here. You just got to do what you do. You cannot change what just transpired on those first 2 possessions. You've got to figure out a way to move the ball downfield and at least get a field goal, if not a touchdown, to slow this momentum down.
First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Atascocita's had the ball once in the second half, and they went 3 and out. Trip to the near side. Now they'll motion shorts from left to right. Turn, handoff. Taylor Jr. runs off tackle right, cuts it inside. 40, 45. Now looks for the sideline across the 50, 45, 30, 30, 20. 15, 10, 5, and he is in. Patrick Taylor Jr. takes it in from 64 yards away on the first play of the drive, and Taylor Jr. answers the Klein College scoring drive.
And that was right in the meat. He ran straight up the middle there. Looked like it was going to be a 4 or 5 yard gain. Instead, Patrick Taylor showed his speed, but more importantly, he let Fairman make a block downfield right there, sealing the edge for him, and then he outran everybody to the pylon. Nice job by PT right there, scoring the touchdown.
Now it's turning into the shootout that we thought it might be. On to attempt the extra point as Heat teed up in between the hashes of the 10. And Atascocita fans for a moment can breathe a sigh of relief. Good snap, good hold, the kick is up. It's good. 5:36 left to play. Atascocita answers a long touchdown run with a run of their own. 5:36 left, and the Eagles in front of the Tigers, 32-20 on Texan Live.
At Cavenders, we don't just wear the West, we live it.
I live for a good run.
I live for the crowd.
My scar.
7 flat in the short round.
My face.
Working with my partner.
8 seconds, nothing less.
Rooting for the bull.
Cavenders, don't just wear it, live it.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Klein, 32-20. Atascocita in front of Klein College. Hard to call it a drive. One play, 64 yards. I guess you could say Patrick Taylor Jr. runs the 64 in 10 seconds. That's all it took as they extend the lead to 12, and a big time for it as Taylor Jr.'s first big play of the night.
Something we missed was there was a penalty on the last play, so I'm not quite sure what that was. I think they said it would be assessed on the kickoff, so be real curious to see which side it was against here or if it was offsetting.
Tune in to Fox Sports Southwest tonight after our game from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chen, Ted Johnson, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden as they get you caught up with all of the playoff action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive tonight from 11 to midnight on Fox Sports Southwest.
It was unsportsmanship on the Klein Collins Tigers, so the ball will be moved all the way to the 45-yard line. So we saw an onside kick earlier, recovered, but Collins was offside, so be curious to see what Atascocita does here.
Unsportsmanlike penalty. That happens in the Texan Live offices daily.
Yep, sure does.
They'll have it teed up at the 45-yard line.
I'll make sure I come in every day from now on.
It was not very unsportsmanlike this week. Heat will get set to kick this one. They'll sneak it, onside sneak it. It's fielded on a hop. Nice pickup at the 32-yard line. Is playing it on the long hop was Alex Saldana, a backup receiver for the Tigers.
You know, that's one of those plays, and nothing against Heaton. He probably did what he was told to do right there. But if you're going to kick an onside kick, you have to kick the ball where it takes big hops and does weird things. And when you kick across your body, it's hard to get your foot into that high side of the ball there and make it take those big hops. If you're going to try an onside kick, I really like to see it just kick right at the meat of everybody, and let's just see if our guy can beat him to the ball.
Yeah, you want it to pinball around down there, and that one took a long hop where a middle infielder would have loved. Call those Sunday hops or candy hops. Motion by Klein Collins again, back him up 5 more yards.
Well, and this is what got him in trouble. If you remember the first half, they had several penalties on offense where they actually jumped off sides. So this would be the second series they've done that. Makes it very difficult on 2nd and 15 unless you hand it off to Pratt and he goes 65 yards.
Yeah, that makes everything look easy. 5:36 left. Still plenty of time left to play, especially the way that these offenses have moved the football in the second half. Move a man in motion from left to right. That's Richardson. Rolling to the right, Edmonds. Edmonds is looking to throw, has a man in his face, will ramble out to the left side. He'll look to run now across the 30, gets towards the line of scrimmage, and it gets shoved out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Niles Toohey, beg your pardon, forces him out at the 33-yard line, but a pretty good scramble. He got the penalty yardage back and pick up a 5.
That was a really nice scramble right there. It looked like he was trapped back there in the backfield, and then he showed some wheels. That's the thing about Edmonds. He's sneaky quick and managed to get the edge and pick up 5 yards on a play that looked like he was going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Clock frozen, 5:25 to play in the third quarter. 32-20. The lead for Atascocita. Handoff, Pratt. Pratt, the spin move, eludes one. Spin move off another, but he falls backwards and down at the 35-yard line. Nearly got away from that second blow delivered by Brandon Knight, but as he stumbled, he finally tripped up and came down at the 36. It's a gain of 3.
And man, he keeps those leg turnings. That's a perfect example right there of why you see him run through so many tackles.
5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Clock counting down. 3rd and 7 at their own 36-yard line. Edmonds is saying hurry up with the play as Jacob Cooper Bennett sends it in.
Play clock under 10 now.
They break the huddle with 6 seconds on the play clock. They have to go. And they're going to, oh boy, they use up a timeout. When you're down by 12 in a playoff game, you want to keep those in your pocket. But we'll take the break too. 4:40 left to play, quarter number 3. Atascocita leads 32-20, and Klein Collins facing a big 3rd and 7. We come back on Texan Live.
I'm Danny Sullivan, owner of Sullivan's Advanced Paint and Body, your home of top quality craftsmanship with hands-on care. We proudly offer a national lifetime guarantee. Stop on by and say hi. You're going to be glad you did. At Sullivan'sAdvancedPaintandBody.com, we're really going the extra mile to make you smile. Sullivan'sAdvancedPaintandBody.com, 22500 Loop 494 in Kingwood.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Klein, Atascocita leads Klein Collins 32-20. Tigers have the football, but they're facing a 3rd down and 7 at their own 36-yard line. Eagle band, Eagle fans across the way trying to get loud for this third down. Texan Live is your new home for Houston High School sports. The road to state continues tomorrow at TexanLive.com. Cinco Ranch matches up with Bel Air at 1 p.m. Then at 6, Caney faces off against Nederland. It's the road to state on Texan Live, your new home for Houston High School sports. Here we go, third down and 6. Edmonds is in the gun. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to option to the right side. He keeps himself across the 40, dives forward. Did he get it? It's going to depend on the spot. He's down near the first down marker at the 43-yard line. Devin Hafford, the corner, came to make the stop, and he is inches shy of the first down to get.
Well, the fans didn't like that spot, and it was close to, it's just one of those plays he extended himself right there. It was real close to first down.
They're going to go for it. 4:05 to play in the third quarter, and mark this one down now. 4th and 1 at their own 42-yard line. They need inches for the first down. They go out of the gun. Edmonds with Pratt to the right shoulder. Handoff, Pratt up the middle. He got hit at the line. It's going to depend on the spot. Looking for the line judge. It looks like he got the first down. It's Demarius Brooks with the stop. He needed the 43, and the ball is right in the middle of the 43-yard line.
They're probably going to measure this one, but he got lit up. Either way, if he gets it, it's less than half of a football.
They're going to bring the chains on. Well, you know what? They didn't mark the ball in the same spot that the line judge came in on. They moved it back a little bit from where the line judge came in. It's going to be very close. Zooming in on the spot. Here comes the chain gang. He got it by half the football. First down.
I was going to say, if he got it, he didn't get it by much. But that was a nice job by Pratt right there, though, running hard downhill.
Well, that would have been big, and it went the other way. Klein Collins, though, keeps him alive. First down by inches, a gain of 1 on the play. It's first down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Clock ticking, 3:45 left in the third quarter. Two backs in the backfield with Edmonds. Edmonds going to keep it himself again. Gets tackled from behind as he takes it across the 45-yard line to the 46 when Norris Celestine makes the tackle. Gain of 3.
Well, now, there again, though, Edmonds looked like he didn't have much there, and he just does a great job with that read option of figuring out where to go with the ball, and he still managed to pick up positive yards.
Second down and 7. Balls on the near hash at the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation for Edmonds. He has Pratt to the right shoulder. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the near side. Edmonds takes the snap, handoff Pratt. Pratt up the middle. Little bit of room, still fighting. Well, his second effort. They didn't give him credit for the second effort. They marked him at the 48-yard line. He wasn't tackled to the 50. So a gain of 2. Brighton Thompson. The crowd, you can hear him booing the call.
Well, they must have saw something with the knee that we didn't see from up here. Of course, we're quite a ways up. That's why they're on the field. That's why they do what they do, why we do what we do. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long here. So big third down here for the Tigers.
Under 2.5 to play in the third. 3 receivers set, 2 over here on the near side. Ball's between the hashes. Pratt to the left shoulder of Edmonds. Edmonds going to fire over to the near side to Richardson. Richardson got a block in front across the 50-yard line. He's going to be close to the first down marker again at the Atascocita 47-yard line. Norris Celestine again with the stop. It's a pickup of 5 yards and a first down for the Tigers. And again, he got it. This time a little more than half the football, but another one that was very close. Moved the chains, though, for the Tigers.
Well, and he did a nice job letting his receiver get a block out there and allow him to pick up that first down. Nice job on his part.
This will be the 8th play of the drive with 2:06 to play in the third quarter. Eagles leading the Tigers 32-20. They break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. Ball on the near hash. 3 receivers, 2 to the far side. Edmonds in the gun, Pratt to the right shoulder. Handoff Pratt. Pratt up the middle, not much room to go. Might have gotten a yard or 2. Andre Mickles Jr., the senior, coming from that linebacker spot to bring Pratt down after a pickup of a couple.
Well, and if you notice, you start getting more tentative because you gotta protect that middle, but you also don't want to let Pratt get the outside and get the edge.
Second down and 8. The 46 pitch out to the near side. It's Pratt looking for the sideline across the 45, and he's forced out of bounds. He got hit late, but I think he ran into his own teammate, Jacob Cooper Bennett. He got forced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Norris Celestine pushing him out. Justin Campbell was in the vicinity as well. It's a gain of 6 yards for Pratt on the sweep to the near side.
Well, this is a game we thought it would be. We thought it would be a good ball game. Right here, Tigers are going down. Opportunity to get back within a one-score game. Minute 18 to go in the third. So the game's setting up for exactly what we thought it would be tonight.
3rd down and 6. They'll run it on the option. It's pitched over to the near side. Newton to the 40. 35 dives forward as he gets tripped up. 1st down and more. Ulrich Solari with the tackle at the 32-yard line. A pickup of 11 and another Klein Collins 1st down. Boy, they've been outstanding on 3rd and 4th downs on this drive.
Yeah, they have. And that play right there was almost broken up in the backfield. Nice job to not fumble that ball right there. And then, of course, nice job by Solari right there making the open field tackle because he had a ton of blockers out in front of him. I think if he gets by Solari, he probably scores.
We're under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Clock winding down. Klein Collins has been a long drive. They trail by a dozen. Shotgun formation, ball on the near hash. 2 receivers to the far side. Handoff Pratt up the middle, across the 30. He's being held on to at the 30-yard line. Couldn't get away. And then another player coming across to deliver the final blow. Nichols Jr. in the area. Demarius Brooks in the area. A lot of Eagles in the area. But it is a pickup of 3 yards to the 29.
Well, and it feels like the temperature's dropping up here. I don't know what it's doing down there on the field. Kind of looks like it's heating up down there, but a little bit of breeze starting to blow too. Play a factor with special teams here later in the 4th quarter.
That's picking up a bit. 3 receivers set, shotgun. Edmonds going to fire over to the near side, has a man caught at the 32-yard line. It's Newton to the outside, 20, 15, stays on his feet, and then finally goes out of bounds inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A pickup of 16 yards and another Klein Collins 1st down.
That's that little bubble screen that you see a lot of teams run now. Just a quick throw out there. Nice block downfield by the receiver there. Free him up for a big gain.
Since he went out of bounds, the clock stops with 8 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Substitutions coming in for both teams. Donze Peacock into the game for the freshman Brighton Thompson for the Eagles defensively. Goal line package, handoff Pratt. Pratt to the right guard, across the middle, and he's in. Justin Pratt had a first half to forget, but he's had a 3rd quarter he'll remember forever. It's his 3rd touchdown of the quarter. This one the shortest of the 3. It's only from 13 yards out. The other is from 55 and 42. And again, the Tigers are within a possession.
Well, we talked about it before the game. Could the Eagles slow Pratt down? 1st half, big check mark. 3rd quarter, big X.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And Klein Collins not going down without a fight. 3 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. It's Atascocita 32, Klein Collins 27 on Texan Live.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's nimble and fluid. But sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our Iron Man Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
Three seconds, all that's left in the 3rd quarter. It's a 32-27 Atascocita lead, but Klein Collins doing their part to get back into this one. A 12-play, 67-yard drive that uses up 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Of those 12 plays, 11 of them were rushes, and it was capped off with Justin Pratt's 13-yard touchdown run. 32-27 our score, and then our scoring drive brought to you by Osball's Ace Hardware. Klein Collins will get set to kick this one away with 3 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Busio will put it on a tee at the 40 on the near hash. They'll try to kick this one deep. Bounces at the 12, it goes out of bounds. Out of bounds, so Atascocita's offense will have to come on the field. They'll run one more play here in the 3rd quarter. 32-27, Eagles lead the Tigers. Memorial Stadium in Klein. Northwest side of the greater Houston area.
He's going to give him options because you can take the ball right now, first down at the 30, or you can make them re-kick. So let's see what he did.
They just threw the tee back on the field.
So they're going to make him re-kick there instead of having the ball on the 30-yard line.
Not a bad idea.
No, not into the wind. And, you know, you really hadn't seen much out of the leg tonight because he's kicked a couple squib-type kicks off to the left side. And so, you know, this is an opportunity to you got confidence in your return team here. And so Coach Stump says, hey, let's send them back out there and make them redo it.
It's interesting how they have the returners back deep. They have them angling towards the near side. 2 returners back deep at their own 20. You have one standing on the numbers on the near side, and then you have your second returner that's standing in between the hashes. Niall Campbell's the one between the hashes. And then it's Hafford over here on the numbers near side. Busio tees up on the 35-yard line near hash. Busio will send it over to the 37-yard line where it's caught. And they'll run it over to the near side. He gets hit and dropped in the back. That was Fairman, and Fairman didn't go very far. Their next drive will start at the 34, but first, let's take a timeout. That's the end of the third quarter. The Eagles lead the Tigers 32-27 on Texan Live.
DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas. How does your typical Texas mom stop the afternoon munchies?
Mom, we're hungry.
With a quick stop at DQ. From great DQ desserts like the Blizzard to classic dip cones, shakes, sundaes, and more. Because DQ has something for everybody. For the best treats and eats in Texas, there's only one place to stop. DQ, this is the stop sign of Texas.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is.
And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy.
You don't have to negotiate, it's hassle-free. It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
America's best-selling brand now offers friends and neighbors pricing to everyone on all Ford vehicles, but only for a limited time at your participating Texas Ford dealer.
32-27 to the end of 3, and now we welcome you back to the fourth and final quarter, first round matchup between two very good teams, two teams at 9-1 on the year. Atascocita leads 32-27, and they get the football to begin the fourth quarter at their own 34-yard line. They hand it off to Taylor Jr. The last time he touched it, he went 64 yards to the house. This time not as far as he gets into the 38-yard line. Cameron Good brings him down after a pickup of 4.
Well, but that was a good hard run right there. It looked like he was hit right around line of scrimmage, and he still managed to pick up 4 there. And, you know, what your Eagles are looking for here, you've got to use some clock because Klein College is definitely onto something this second half. They had 3 touchdowns in the third quarter.
In the shotgun, fired over to the near side to Fairman. Fairman kind of the 40, breaks a tackle, 45, still on his feet, and he rolls over a body into Tiger territory to the 48-yard line. That was Nehemiah Rogers that brought Fairman down to the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards and an Eagle first down.
That was a nice job by Fairman of catching that ball first and then running. And that's what you want to see him do. You want to see him catch the ball first. Tonight he's had a couple of drop passes that would have been first down. So nice job right there by him.
First down and 10, balls at the Tiger 48-yard line. Pistol formation for Boyd. Still looking at the sideline with 10 on the play clock. And now they're going to go ahead and take the timeout. 10:57 left to play, fourth quarter. We'll step away. 32-27, Atascocita leads on Texan Live.
I'm Danny Sullivan, owner of Sullivan's Advanced Paint and Body, your home of top quality craftsmanship with hands-on care. We proudly offer a national lifetime guarantee. Stop on by and say hi. You're going to be glad you did. At Sullivan'sAdvancedPaintandBody.com, we're really going the extra mile to make you smile. Sullivan's Advanced Paint and Body.com, 22500 Loop 494 in Kingwood.
10:56 to play, fourth quarter with Burt Brocker. I'm Jeremy Branham. Happy to have you with us, and boy, it is a good one. Atascocita leads by 5. They're looking to extend the lead back up to 2 possessions, and they're looking at a 1st and 10 at the Klein College 48. Looking to throw Boyd. Boyd, pressure in his face, going to scramble out. Got tripped up from behind. Tripped up at the 40-yard line of Atascocita.
Well,
Grayson Strawn with the sack.
And that's where Boyd tried to make too much happen right there. Great coverage downfield. That was clearly a coverage sack there. Hume was running step for step with Fairman. Nice job by Hume out there.
He loses 12 yards back to his own 40-yard line. Under 10 and a half and counting. 2nd down and 22 coming up for Davion Boyd. That's really his first mistake of the night. 4 receivers set, ball on the far hash. Taylor Jr. to the right shoulder. They rush 3. Here's Boyd rolling out to the right side. Here comes some more bodies. Back foot throws, going to launch it over the middle of the field, and it is caught at the 32-yard line. It's whistled incomplete. The diving catch was made by Niall Campbell, and the line judge, Lyndon Wires-Hazen, said incomplete, no. Well, that looked like a clean catch from our vantage point. You're right, we're way up here. We don't have as good a look at it as the officials down on the field, but that looked like it was caught. That would have been a big play for the 1st down, and what an effort, too, by Boyd, launching it deep downfield on the back foot. And the crowd into it now. 3rd down and 22. Atascocita has it at their own 40-yard line. They need the Klein Collins 38 for the 1st down.
Well, this is where Boyd needs to settle down. He's still got 15 on the play clock.
Boyd takes the snap in the shotgun. Here comes, he got drilled as he gets hit, throws it in the air, and it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. Aaron Buckley, the junior, with the pick. Buckley picks off Davion Boyd, who got hammered, and he is yelling at the Klein Collins sideline as he walks off the field. Now this is playoff football.
Yes, it is. As I said earlier, momentum definitely switched in the 3rd quarter, and it looks like it's carried over the 4th quarter here. This is where the Eagles defense has got to find some kind of deep dig here and find some way to get this offense of Klein Collins off the field.
1st down and 10, Edmonds in the gun. Their own 34. Edmonds option near side, pitches it out to Pratt, makes a great catch. Pratt to the 30, and he gets sucked up from behind around the 32-yard line. That was an excellent play by Andre Mickles Jr. The speed to get to Pratt and to wrestle him down behind this line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
Because that was another play that looked like Pratt was going to get the edge, and he had a lot of daylight out there, so Mickles did a nice job of tracking him down from the backside.
9.5 and counting in the 4th and final quarter. Atascocita leads Klein Collins 32-27. Atascocita has never trailed tonight. 2nd and 11 at their own 33. Edmonds in the gun, flags fly. That's probably about the 4th or 5th time that we've seen a motion penalty by the Tigers.
That's going to be the 5th, actually.
To back them up 5 yards. To the 28-yard line.
This is where Klein Collins got to be careful too. Even though big play Pratt's back there, you know, you got to be careful not to make a mistake with the ball. There's a lot of ball game left here. 9:06 to go in this game.
2nd down and 16. Ball at their own 28-yard line. Edmonds in the gun. Pratt to the right shoulder. Edmonds on the draw to Pratt. Pratt up the middle across the 30. Looks for some more room as he gets to the 34, 35-yard line. Norris Celestine makes the stop.
That was a little delayed draw right there. Pratt just straight back up the middle there. Going to give him about 7 yards. So very manageable here. Now you got a 3rd and 9. That's what you're looking for. You want some kind of down that you think you got a realistic chance at getting it. But you still don't want to make a mistake here with the ball on the 34-yard line.
Under 8.5 minutes left to play. Atascocita with all 3 timeouts left. Klein Collins has 2. 3rd down and 39. Ball is at their own 35 for Klein Collins. Edmonds in the shotgun. They move Pratt in motion from the right to left shoulder. Edmonds looking to throw. Edmonds on the screen pass, caught at the 35, 40-yard line to the 45, and picking up the first down is Jeremy Owens on a gain of 10. Andre Mickles Jr., Norris Celestine with the stop, but not before the first down for the Tigers. First and 10. Ball now at the 45 of Klein Collins. Shotgun formation for Edmonds. Two receivers to the far side, one over to the near. Edmonds takes the snap, fires it out to the right side. It's caught at the 44-yard line across the 50 into Atascocita territory where he's tripped up at the 45, falls forward to the 44, goes Quentin Newton. A pickup of 8. Devin Hafford with the stop. Beg your pardon, a pickup of a dozen and another first down.
That was a touchdown saving tackle there, though. Hafford doesn't tackle him. He's still running.
7:25 and counting left to play in the fourth quarter. 32-27, Atascocita leads by 5. Shotgun for Edmonds, ball on the far hash, two receivers to the near side, one to the far. Pratt to the right shoulder. Edmonds takes the snap, fires over to the near side, dropped, incomplete. Richardson dropped it. Atascocita is going to jump on the ball just in case, but the ball was thrown forward by about a yard. Incomplete pass. It was close, though. I think it was forward by about a yard. I think the officials got it right. But if you're Atascocita, just jump on it.
Well, and there wasn't no whistle. There wasn't no stop play. And the line judge all the way over here on this side made that call. I think the pass was actually a forward pass, too. But the line judge that made the call was a long way away from the ball.
Second down and 10, ball at the 43. 7:11 left to play in the fourth. Edmonds in the gun, hands it off to Pratt on the draw. Flags fly in. Pratt tries to go to the outside. He's tripped up near the line of scrimmage.
So what do you do here, Jeremy? It looks like it's going to be a holding call.
Norris Celestine the tackle. I think you back him up.
Yep, you back them up. You put them in a second down and 20, or if you don't take it, you got third down and 10.
They are going to back him up. Another thing to consider, it's not, this isn't the final drive of the game. So you still want to play the field position game.
Well, that's the curiosity point there, is it's not the last possession. Third and 10 is a tough down, even though they were kind of in no man land, so they're probably in 4-down territory there. So good call by Coach Stump. They're going to go with a big bunch here.
Yeah, a big heavy package on second down and 20 at their own 47. They hand it off to Pratt. Pratt runs right. He gets to the line of scrimmage and maybe a couple of yards forward to the 49-yard line. A gain 2. Justin Campbell coming from that safety spot to tackle him after the pickup of a pair.
Collins faithful not very happy with that call. Heard a lot of groans down there, but they must have saw something. They felt like if they get helmet on helmet, they could break a big one there. Nice job by the Eagles defense, though, of bottling that up, only allowing a 2-yard gain.
Third down and 18, under 6.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Edmonds is in the gun. He's got a full house backfield. They fake the handoff. Option on the near side. Edmonds going to keep it himself. He gets to the 50. Gets hit from behind at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3 yards. Justin Campbell, Demarius Brooks combining for the tackle. And here comes the Klein Collins punt team. Why is the clock stopped with 6:15 left? Now they wind it. I'm not sure why they stopped it for a moment.
There was actually a player's helmet come off.
Oh, okay. On to punt, Paul Purifoy. Back deep for the Eagles is Ulrich Solari. Purifoy stands at his 38. Good snap. Punt is on its way. It's a spiraling kick that bounces at the 25-yard line, takes a Klein Collins bounce inside the 20, and will be down near the 16-yard line.
Well, we said it before the game started. One of these teams, and both of them come in here 9-1. Somebody has to go home tonight frustrated. And right now, the ball game's exactly what we thought it would be. They're 9-1 for a reason. Both of these teams, Atascocita jumped out big. Klein Collins went in, made adjustments, came out and got 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. And, this is a big possession for both teams. Number one, if the Eagles can move the ball down the field and go down and get points, it makes it a full full 8-point lead, so big possession right here for the Eagles.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 16-yard line. Clock at 5:38. They pass it over to the far side, caught at the 15-yard line by Shorts. Shorts goes out of bounds on that far sideline at the 19-yard line. He picks up, nope, they marked it at the 20, a pickup of 4. But the clock stops at 5:33. 2nd down and 6 at their own 20, 5:33, all that's left. Four receivers set with the ball on the far hash, tripped to the near side. Snap, pass to the near side, caught by Shorts. Shorts breaks a tackle across the 25-30, breaks another tackle, still on his feet across the 40, 45, into the 48-yard line, a pickup of 28 yards, and Nehemiah Rogers brings Shorts down from behind, but not after a gain of 28.
What a great job by Shorts right there of catching that ball cleanly, making one man miss at the line of scrimmage, and then more importantly, as he got downfield, knew he was going to take contact, covering that ball up to make sure he doesn't fumble.
1st and 10, ball near midfield at the Eagle 48-yard line, 5:05 left to play. Winding down. Pistol formation for Boyd, trips to the near side. Taylor Jr. doesn't know the play behind him. Now they motion Shorts from right to left. Handoff Taylor Jr. off tackle left across midfield to the 48-yard line, where he's chipped up and brought down there by Davidson Daly to pick up of 4 yards.
Jeremy, as you mentioned earlier, we had 5 games live tonight plus 2 audio games. Tomorrow we have 2 live games. During the playoffs, we stream the games on Friday and Saturday. So you can go to Texan Live, see what teams we'll have next week. Once we get further into this playoffs, we don't know our lineup yet. As you know, it's one and done when you get to this point in the playoffs.
Now make sure you check TexanLive.com. 4:20 left, 2nd down and 6. Pass again to the near side, caught at the 48-yard line by Fairman. Fairman's going to reverse and try to go all the way to the other side. Gets a block by Boyd. Flag flies down near the near sideline. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2 as it stands now. We got to check the marker. Holding his hands up in disbelief is Patrick Taylor Jr. He's saying, "What did you call?" And the officials are talking now at the 46-yard line. Patrick Taylor Jr. is running over towards his sideline now, saying, "What did I do?" That's chop block called on Atascocita, and that's going to back him up 15 yards. That's a big blow. And now all the way on the field is Craig Stump. He's questioning the call, saying, "What did you call?" He's all the way in between the numbers on the far sideline. Well, it's going to back him up a long way.
Well, if you're Collins, you've got the breaks you're looking for. You've had two calls go against the Eagles, and you know, it's one of those situations where it's all the way over here across the field. We wasn't even paying attention to that. We were watching the play develop on the other side, and it was a real late flag over here from the line judge. So doubtly must have been some action here that happened out of bounds that we was not aware of.
They marked the 15 yards from the end of the play instead of the spot of the foul. They only marked it back 13 yards instead of the 15. Should have been a 15-yard penalty. They stepped off 13. So they have it at the 39-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and 23.
Well, if they called a chop block, though, it would still be 2nd down.
Yeah. My question, though, is the ball was at the 48-yard line of Klein Collins, and now it's at the 39. That's a 13-yard penalty.
Well, but I'm not sure that they didn't go to where he was ran out of bounds at. Well, here we go, 4:08 to go in this ball game.
Second and 19. At the 39, Boyd on the draw. Up the middle, he gets hit, sacked in the backfield at the 35-yard line. He lost 4 yards. Cameron Good coming across and second Boyd in the backfield.
Well, and they did take it back to second down, so now it's third down.
Third?
Now it's third and a mile.
Third, Enfield 1960 to go. Third and 23, 3:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. Atascocita is going to take their time. 15 seconds on the play clock. The play has still not been sent in. They're going to wind this all the way down. Finally, they get the play. It's 8 seconds left on the play clock. They got to go quick. 4 on the play clock. Down to 2. 1, they got it off. Draw by Boyd. Boyd makes one man miss, and then he's hit from behind for a loss of a yard or 2. And Klein Collins wants a timeout. We'll keep it here. Austin Moore making the sack from that defensive tackle spot. They'll have one timeout left. Atascocita is going to have to punt it away, up by 5, 32-27. And Klein Collins about to get the football back. And boy, what a game this has been tonight.
Well, and Jake Hume is a heck of a return man back there, and he'll be returning this ball. So, you know, like I said, this game is set up exactly the way we thought it would be. You know, 9-1 teams, 3:18 to go, one possession ball game right now. So, you know, this is what both teams expected. They knew it was going to be a juggernaut, and we're getting our money's worth for sure, Jeremy. What a good ball game so far.
This is just the first game that we have witnessed. The Houston High School football playoffs, the Texas High School football playoffs, and a long road ahead. We want to remind you that the Houston High School football playoffs continue next week, and Texan Lives are home for the postseason. Get your tickets to the state championships, which are held at NRG Stadium in Houston this season, by following the UIL link on TexanLive.com. Then follow your team on the road to state at the home for Houston High School sports, TexanLive.com. So Hume will go back deep to return this punt with 3:18 left. Heaton, who's been outstanding tonight, will stand at his 19-yard line as he gets set to punt it away.
Flag's kind of just blowing just a little bit, so I don't think it's really helping our hurt here. Collins has come close to blocking a couple punts, though. See what they do here. They don't even send anybody.
Heaton with a high spiraling kick. It's a short kick, bounces at the 34. And will be down near the 31-yard line. It's about a 34-yard punt, no return. Here we go. 3:09 left to play. Klein Collins is down 32-27. And their season is on the line.
Well, and you got to believe they're in 4-down territory right here with only one timeout left. If you have to punt the ball, more than likely Atascocita and run it out. So this drive right here is basically the ball game, unless they score quick and leave some time on the clock for Atascocita.
They have plenty of time to run the ball, though. They fake the toss, keeping it himself is Edmonds, and Edmonds will take it across the 35 to the 36. Demarius Brooks, another tackle from that DT spot. It's a pickup of 5 yards. They have time to run, but they can't take their time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and they're huddling up right here, so they're confident that they can move the ball down the field right here. They are not wanting to give Atascocita any time left on the clock if they do score.
2:40 and counting. Second down and 5. Pump fake the pass. Edmonds looking to throw. Throws over the middle. It's caught at the 40-yard line. Pulling it down is Newton. Newton across the 45-50 into Atascocita territory. Then he's driven backwards near the 45, but Newton was tackled by Latindry Paler. Paler making the stop at the 46 of his own territory. It's a pickup of 20.
And Edmonds did a nice job right there. If he throws that ball on his first look, it probably gets picked off. He held it, one pump, and then the receiver broke free. Nice pass by him right there. Nice run after the catch.
2:20 and counting. Edmonds in the gun. They move the man in motion. They fake the pitch, and Edmonds is going to get hit for a huge loss in the backfield all the way to his own 46-yard line. That's a loss of 8. Niles Toohey, the senior linebacker, coming in to deliver the tackle. Big loss of 8 yards. And they're taking a lot of time.
Man's getting a little restless here.
Oh, this is what playoff football is all about. The tension and the drama in the air. 2nd and 18. Edmonds in the gun. They hand it off to Pratt on the counter. Pratt up the middle. Pratt nowhere to go, and he's bottled up, still on his feet. And then he's driven to the backfield and finally brought down. Norris Celestine coming in, delivering the hit. And a timeout taken by Klein Collins to the 47. We'll take it 2 after that 1-yard gain by Justin Pratt. 27 left to play. 32-27. Atascocita leads. Klein Collins 3rd and 18 when we come back.
At Cavender's, we don't just wear the West, we live it.
I live for a good run.
I live for the crowd.
My scar.
7 flat in the short round.
My face.
Working with my partner.
8 seconds, nothing less.
Rooting for the bull.
Cavender's. Don't just wear it, live it.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Klein, Atascocita leads Klein Collins 32-27. It's Klein Collins football, but it's 3rd down and 17 at their own 47-yard line. Atascocita's trying to pump up their crowd on the other side of the field. Klein Collins got sacked for a loss of 8. They picked up a gain of a yard on the last run by Pratt, and now they face 3rd down and 17. Boy, they broke the huddle with 12 and didn't call it. Pratt's going to throw it on the halfback toss deep downfield. Incomplete. A flag comes down. Wow, Klein Collins just got away with a breaking of the huddle with 12 on the field. And the pass interference, that's going to leave your head scratching. The pass interference, that's judgment call. But leaving the huddle with 12, they just flat out missed. Klein Collins got away with leaving the huddle at 12, and they got a break with the pass interference. That one can go either way, but breaking the huddle with 12 and not seeing it, that's just a blown call. So they'll get the 15 yards and the automatic 1st down. Move the ball to the 38-yard line.
And it stops the clock. So you got 1:20 to go here. And a new set of downs. Instead of 4th and 17, or 3rd and 22, you got a brand new set of downs here.
Oh, you're right. It would have been 4th down. 1st and 10 at the Atascocita 38. Klein Collins does not have a timeout left. Edmonds in the pistol. Takes the snap. Pitch out to the near side to Pratt. Pratt to the outside. 45, 40, 35, and he's tackled out of bounds. The clock will stop as he's forced out at the 31-yard line by Brandon Knight. It's a pickup of 7 yards. 7-yard pickup. Clock stops with 1:14 left.
That shows Pratt's speed right there, though, getting that outside edge and then going ahead and going out of bounds, knowing that stops the clock because you got no timeouts left. 1:14 to go in this ball game.
2nd and 3 at the 31 of the Eagles.
They got man coverage out there by themselves.
Edmonds, option right. He's going to pitch it out to Richardson. Richardson to the numbers, 25-20. Gets his feet taken out from underneath him on the outside sideline. The clock will stop for a moment as he was tripped up by Solaris. A gain of 11 yards. And the football on the 20, and now they're in the Eagle red zone. No 5 left. It's winding down under a minute now. 1st and 10 of the Eagle 20. Down by 5. Fire over to the near side. It's caught. Making the grab was Newton. Newton runs it across to the 15-yard line. Clock is rolling. A pickup of 5 yards with a stop made by Brandon Knight. They hurry to the line. Edmonds snaps it, spikes it, kills the clock with 35 seconds left.
Well, that's a burnt down right there. In 35 seconds, you know, because you can't spike it. If you don't pick up the 1st down right here, you have to get up and run a play. So this is a really tough situation. Be curious to see if Klein doesn't go ahead and go for the end zone right here. Because if they run the ball and they don't pick up the 1st, it's going to be real close to running the clock out.
Yeah, the quarterback spike is probably my least favorite play in football. Why not just run the play? 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation for Edmonds. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. They move Pratt to the right shoulder. Edmonds takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Jump ball over to the far side of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Overshoots his man, Jalen Johnson.
That was a ball that looked like it was going to be intercepted right there, and they both went up for it. No call either way, and we got 4th down, and I don't want to say ball game because they can pick up a 1st down. So It doesn't get any better than this, Jeremy. This is exactly what we were hoping for, and we're getting to see it all here tonight.
Atascocita wants the crowd to get noisy on the far side. Klein Collins, you have a couple making noise, and everybody else is saying no noise. Play clock is down to 8. 4th down and 5 at the 15. Atascocita called a timeout. The head coach, Ron Stump, couldn't believe it. Craig Stump, rather, he didn't want that timeout. His coordinator was calling for the timeout. He knew the play clock was winding down. He said don't call it, but he got into the official's earshot. Timeout was called. We'll take it too. A quick timeout. Atascocita leads 32-27. Klein Collins facing a 4th and 5 when we come back on Texan Live. Register online at CESperformance.com for your sports performance program. CESperformance.com has multi-month memberships and team training. CESperformance.com has baseline performance testing included with every athletic development program. Schedule your athletic evaluation at CESperformance.com. There's no cost or commitment. Be prolific at CESperformance.com. 32-27, Atascocita leads. Klein Collins at the Eagle 15-yard line facing a 4th down and 5 with 30 seconds remaining. Pratt is in the shotgun, ball in the near hash. They'll move Pratt over to the right shoulder. Edmonds takes the snap, looking, here comes pressure, he's sacked and he's dropped, and the Eagles will advance to the second round as they'll get the football back with 25 seconds left, and the Tigers without a timeout.
And Dickey sent the house there. I mean, that is a gutsy call, backside blitz right there, and got there. And that right there, you don't have a choice there. You know what? You do not want to allow Jackson Reed come from the backside right there, and that's probably the biggest sack he's had this year because this will be the first time that Atascocita moves on around to the second round. So, I'm barring some kind of crazy snap here, but I know Coach Stump's got to be really proud of what his boys have done here tonight because, you know, they fought like crazy. After in the third period, they give up 3 touchdowns. Pratt looked like he had regained control of the game with 3 big runs. And just like that, we're 1 snap away from the ball game.
Huge defensive stand. And now Boyd's going to come over in victory formation, takes 1 snap, puts it on a knee, and that's going to do it. The Atascocita Eagles come into Klein Memorial Stadium, and they beat Klein Collins by a final score of 32-27, a game they never trailed. They sustained the Klein Collins fight, and they'll advance to the second round, and we'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, our post-game show, Jessica Stevens will be joined by head coach of the Atascocita Eagles, Craig Stump, and our player of the game. That coming up in the post-game, 32-27, Atascocita wins it.
Download the new Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Connect and get live scores statewide. Find games near you. Plus, get your photos on our Friday night show. This is the one app that can handle high school football in Texas. Get the App Store and type Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas, and only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Well, welcome into our post-game show, and what a game. Klein Collins falls to Atascocita 32-27 as the Eagles come into Klein Collins' backyard and get the victory 32-27. And Bert, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know, we talked about it at halftime. Could not believe the way this Eagles defense played. And even though they gave up 3 touchdowns in the third quarter, and it looked like momentum had just completely switched, all of a sudden they settled back down, and then right there on a drive, 2 questionable calls that gave first downs on a 3rd down, and we'll call it 18-17, would have backed them up, looked like 12-man in huddle. That's a no call. Then they get pass interference. So instead of having a 3rd down and 22, they had a 1st down, and they marched right down the field. And that big spike play comes back. You talked about it. There were plenty of times left to go in the ball game, and you know, it just, you just hate seeing that because it just takes a play away from you.
It's one of the plays that you've kind of just really grown conditioned to see all the time. But what it really hurts you a lot because you lose the down, you lose a play that you could have, and it just really hurts things. As Jessica Stevens in just a moment will talk to Coach Stump as his team advances after getting the victory over Klein Collins tonight, 32-27. What a ball game. And really, first and foremost, how about Davion Boyd today? In a huge game, only a junior. And the way he threw the ball around today was incredibly impressive.
Well, we talked about it pregame. Coy Fairman had to have the game that he had. He did have 2 drop passes, but he made some great catches, had the big touchdown down here, and, you know, he did a nice job of catching the ball out away from him, and what a great job by him.
Atascocita will move on. They face their winner of Cedar Ridge and Bowie. We'll have to wait and see where that game will be played. We'll have to wait and see the outcome of the Cedar Ridge Bowie game as well. Let's go down to Jessica Stevens, who's standing by with the head coach of the winning team, Craig Stump of the Eagles. Congratulations to Coach Craig Stump. Looked like he had a lot of exciting things to say about his team as they get the victory 32-27 over Atascocita, or Atascocita over Klein Collins rather. And a big win for this Eagle team. The Eagles, a team that last year lost to Spring 48-26, their 3rd year in a row to make the postseason, their 5th all time, and the biggest win in school history. As we take a look at some of the final numbers, Atascocita finishes with 324 yards, total yards. 242 of those were through the air, 72 of those on the ground. For Klein Collins, offensively, they finish a hair under 400 yards, 396 to be exact, 114 yards passing, 215 yards on the ground. Now, some of the offensive numbers, Davion Boyd was 19 of 32 for 242 yards, had 3 touchdowns in the contest. Taylor Jr. was 16 rushes, 110 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Fairman finished with 6 catches, 101 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Offensively for Klein Collins, Nate Edmonds was 9 of 15 through the air, 114 yards passing. Justin Pratt finishes with 27 carries, 182 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the game. Newton, their leading receiver, with 7 catches and 94 yards. So 32-27, the final score is.
We had some technical difficulties. I am so sorry. We had technical. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, Coach, coming out to this being y'all's.
Come on, man. I want to.
Hello. Coach, this being y'all's first playoff game of the season, how do you think your team did overall?
Well, I think you come out with a win, that's the big thing, right? And, you know, we had some ups and downs, and, you know, we talk about things are going to happen in a game is how you respond to them that matters. You know, there's events that happen, and you got to respond to them in the proper way, whether they're good or bad.
Your player number 13, Corey Fairman, had a great game with 101 yards, 3 touchdowns. How do you feel about him as our overall player?
He's a really good player. He's one of the reasons we're here. He's got 14 touchdowns and 900 yards, you know, so he's one of the reasons that our offense has done as well as they have, and, you know, he's got to continue to do that, so he's a really good player for us.
How do you think this game prepared y'all for the next?
Well, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, these guys have been through just about everything. You know, they've been way ahead, they've been behind, they've been ahead and have somebody come back, they've came from behind, so the season has prepared them for that too. But you know, against a good football team like that, you know, it prepares you. It feels like you can do, you know, anybody, beat anybody.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations again. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jessica. Having a conversation. She mentioned a little bit of technical difficulties. We apologize for the inconvenience, but congratulations to Coach Craig Stump and the Atascocita Eagles as they get the victory tonight, 32-27, as we put a bow on this one. Some of your final thoughts, Bert, before we say goodnight.
Well, you know, I'm just really proud. You know, we cover Humble Independent School District. What a great job, you know, by Coach Stump, Coach Dickey. Coach Dickey did a great job outside of that third quarter of managing to stop Edmonds and Pratt tonight. So can't congratulate them enough. They got to start getting ready, and we're fixing to go down the field for an interview with Corey Fairman.
Here's Jessica Stevens.
All right.
Yeah, we're ready.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Corey, you played one heck of a game tonight, coming out with 101 yards and 3 touchdowns. How do you think you played tonight?
I think I played pretty good. You know, anything to help my team get the win.
Do you think your team played very well tonight as a chemistry good?
Yeah, I think we played pretty well. You know, it's been a long season, and we've been working very hard. So hopefully we can keep this momentum going.
How do you think this game prepared you for the next game?
I mean, it helped me get my confidence level up, you know, on the way I play and the way my teams play. I mean, that's about it. That's all right.
All right, good. Congratulations. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jessica Stevens with Coy Fairman. Obviously happy about today's game. Really can't worry about next week quite yet after the victory tonight. 6 catches, 101 yards, 3 touchdowns. Our player of the game. 32-27, the final.